About the universe in the case of business objects, okay.
Muted. Unmuted. Muted.
Excuse me. Guess, can you go on mute? Okay. We were discussing about the universe. See here. The universe in the case of business objects can be created with the help of two things here. One is with the help of IDT, and second thing is the help of UDT. Okay, IDT stands for Information Designer Tool, and UDT stands for Universe Designer Tool. Okay, that UDT was there since from long version of business objects, and then it is also being and now it is also being implemented in 4.0, but in the new versions of business objects, eventually it is going to be decommissioned. Eventually it is going to be decommissioned basically. Okay. Eventually it is going to be decommissioned. Okay, now let us come on to this particular point here. You go to the programs. Within the programs, you have this BA4, BA platform client tools, and within this one, you have this information design tool. Information design tool. Information design tool. Sham, same problem here. No one logged in GoToMeeting, so wondering.
Yeah, so I think everybody kept their time. It's just that people didn't realize it's a bad on our part because time changed on our side, not on your side. So we should have been paying attention.
Okay, see here. When you are trying to create the universe with the help of IDT or with the help of UDT, okay, the things what you are going to have is nothing but you are going to have the databases, okay, and you are going to have the databases that are going to exist here. That is a point number one. Okay, the second thing what you are supposed to have is that you are expected to have the connections that should exist, okay, and based on this one, you are going to have the technical layer that should exist here. Technical layer. Technical layer. Okay. The technical layer in the case of IDT is called as the data foundation layer. Data foundation layer. Okay. Now, next thing is that you're going to have one more layer. That particular layer is what is called as the functional layer. Functional layer. Okay. The functional layer in the case of IDT is what is called as the business layer, what we call business layer. Business layer, what we call here. We have the databases as a separate component. We have the connections as a separate component. We have the technical layer where we try to call this one as a data foundation layer here. And also we are going to have something as a function layer and the business layer that exists basically here. Function layer and the business layers that exist here basically. But one thing, let me tell you, this is what is the concept of your UDT technology, which is nothing but your Universe Designer Tool technology here. Okay, but this is the concept that is in the form of this IDT, that is nothing but the Information Design Tool technology. Okay, then coming to the databases, what it supports. Any business objects tool supports all the types of databases. It supports SAP, it supports non-SAP or non-SAP, it supports OLTP, along with it also supports something like OLAP databases also, it basically supports. These are the typical databases that are being supported by business objects for the purpose of creating this universe layer here. Okay, so I hope Sham, Archana and Marvin, okay, except Srini, you are very much clear with why exactly we are creating this particular universe, right? Okay, the main purpose of creating this particular universe is at the time of creating the business queries within the reporting tool, to convert those business queries into the SQL queries. Okay, obviously what is required is that the universe is required as a via media basically, right? So that is the reason we are using this one here. Okay, now and of course within this particular HANA customization, we also need to see this particular HANA as the database through which we need to make the connection and then start building up this technical layer along with this particular function layer in this particular case. Okay, now first thing is that we have these databases that are existing, okay, and we need to make the connection. Okay, connection, why should we make is, I already told you, in order to have your queries that should be connected to this particular database, the connection should exist. Okay, but let me tell you, in the case of the UDT, the functional layer, the technical layer and the connection along with the databases exist as a single unit. Okay, all these things exist as a single unit in the case of your all these things exist as a single unit in the case of your UDT, that is nothing but the Universe Designer tool. But in the case of IDT, what happens is your business layer is totally separate and your database layer, data foundation layer is totally separate. Your connection is separate and then they exist as the separate independent parts in your IDT basically. Okay, and one more thing what I have told you here is that both these two things are going to be the modeling tools, okay, which we are going to use in SAP Business Objects 4.0 to connect to the HANA database, okay, to make sure that we are trying to create a model so that this particular model can be used as a base for your entire reporting and analysis in the case of your reporting tools of business objects. Okay, in the case of business objects. Now one more thing. Let me show you this HANA Studio. HANA Studio here. This is HANA Studio followed by your HANA user here. And one thing, you can have the option of connecting to your physical database here, where your eFashion tutorials are existing and all. You can have the option of connecting to this particular this one, as well as you can have also the option of connecting to this SYS_BAC. Can anybody tell me what is the functionality of this SYS_BAC here? SYS_BAC. Hello?
It will have all the attribute and the analytical views which we create.
Yeah. column views of the attribute and analytical views what we create in our packages are going to exist here, right, Archana?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means that we can have the option of using our views as the base for creating this model, as well as we can also have the option of using your physical tables, for the purpose of creating this particular model. So that is what is the purpose of using this particular IDT tool. Let me tell you, you can also do the modeling here in the case of HANA Studio, as well as you can also do the modeling in the case of this information design tool. So which one is flexible basically? Is it that HANA Studio is flexible for modeling, or else it is what is that one? Information design tool is flexible for modeling. Any thoughts on that one? Which one is flexible and why should we use this one?
I think HANA will be flexible because I have not learned about this information design tool yet.
Archana, one thing is that when you use this particular information HANA Studio for modeling, it is going to be a closed environment where you can try to do a part of analysis within your HANA Studio, or else it can be connected only to the Microsoft Excel for the purpose of doing the reporting. But when you want to give your modeling the flexibility of reaching to a wider set of reporting tools, this IDT is going to be very much flexible here. Because with the help of IDT, you can connect to the custom reports, you can have the option of connecting to the web intelligence, you can connect to the Excel CS dashboards, as well as you can also have the option of connecting to Voyager and other things also basically. Okay, so those are all the things what we can create here. So let me start reinventing this particular thing called as the information design tool, and what should we do with this one here basically. Okay, initially the first thing what we are expected to do is that we are expected to create a particular project. We are expected to create a particular project. The way what we do in BODS, we need to have a particular project that need to be created here. Project.
Yeah, on the other day we had some problem in the data source name, right? Only one was appearing.
Yeah. I need to get in touch with him Archana, once again. Today or tomorrow I'll get in touch with him and then get it clarified. Okay.
Okay.
This is your HANA modeling exercise. Modeling exercise and then click and finish. Modeling here. So the first thing what we are creating here is nothing but a project. Okay. Once the project is created, the next thing what we need to do is that we need to start creating a connection. We need to start creating a connection that should point to a particular database here. So how many types of connections are there? In the case of IDT, in the case of UDT first, let us talk about UDT first. In the case of UDT, there are three types of connections. Okay, one is nothing but a local connection. The second thing is nothing but a shared connection. Okay, and third type of connection what you are having is nothing but a secured connection. These are the three types of connections that exist within UDT. That is nothing but the Universe Designer tool. Okay, but in the case of IDT, that is nothing but the information design tool. You are having only two connections. One is nothing but a local connection, and second type of connection is nothing but the secured connection here. One is nothing but a local connection, and second type of connection is nothing but the secured connection here. Okay, and one more thing is that this local connection need to be created with the help of the extension called as .cnx extension, right, Archana? CNX extension. Okay, and this secured connection is supposed to be created with the help of connection called as .cns extension. I'm not sure. We need to do like this. The reason for this local and the secured connections is, let me tell you. All of you know that we are going to have a particular repository that exists in business objects, right? A particular repository that exists in business objects. What is the name? Other name of this repository? The other name of your repository is also called as a CMS, which stands for Central Management Server. CMS, which stands for Central Management Server. That means that this is nothing but the database that is maintained by business objects for the purpose of storing all the applications that you create in business objects. For the purpose of storing all the applications that you create in business objects. Okay. So this is what is called as the CMS, what we call here CMS. That is nothing but the Central Management Server. Okay, in this Central Management Server, okay, what we'll be doing is that we'll be storing all the applications. So to make your universe, what you are creating to the set of all the available users, what you need to do is that the universe should be exported to the repository. The universe should be exported to the repository. So for having the universe to be exported to the repository, the type of connection what you always need to make is nothing but the secured connection only, not the local connection. So we'll see what we are going to do right now. Go on to this particular place. Okay, once this project is created, then what I want to do is that I want to create this particular connections here. Connections are of two types. One is nothing but a relational connection, and second type of connection what you are having here is nothing but the OLAP connection. Can anybody tell me the difference? What is the difference between the relational connection and OLAP connection?
Relation is for database and OLAP for the SAP legal system.
Yeah. See, for the tables, if you want to use it as a connection, the type of connection what you need to use is nothing but your relational connection. Okay, but if you have an info cube that is existing in SAP BI, and then if you want to make a connection to that particular cube, the type of connection what you need to have is nothing but your OLAP connection. There lies the difference, OLAP and the relational connections. Now, so since we are HANA basically stores the data in the form of the tables only, that is the reason what I am doing is that I'm trying to go on to this particular place, new, and then I select this particular relational connection to the physical catalog where I'm trying to make the connection here. Physical catalog where I'm trying to make the connection here basically. The resource name is something like HANA underscore model. And click on this next button. So it supports all the databases that are there in the IT industry. It supports all the databases that are there in the IT industry. Okay. But here we are interested in this particular SAP, so please select this SAP, and then I'm interested in this particular HANA database 1.0. I select this ODBC drivers and click on this next button. This is the problem where we are having the glitch now, Archana, at that point of time.
Yeah.
One minute. Yes. Okay, sorry. Srini is a ODBC connection that has been already been created, okay, and which is existing. Okay, we'll go with this particular connection with the help of your use specific username and password. When you try to test this particular connection, let me tell you here. One, two, three, and when you click on this test connection, sorry, and that is. What you have given on the day? HANA user, right, Archana? HANA user, and what is the password you have given?
HANA user and welcome 123 or something. I think you should. I can open the mail and tell you. Capital W welcome 123, I guess.
Yeah. Successful. This weekend we are going to Chennai. HANA user to get the visa stamped, L1 visa. HANA user with welcome 123 is your test connection. It is successful. Then what we do is that we ignore the next screens and make sure that we click on this finish to make sure that your connection is being created, and the connection what you are creating is with the help of the extension dot, what is that one? CNX extension. I told you, right? The connection what we create is nothing but the CNX extension only what we create here. But at the same time, please see here, I told you, right? The local connection is being created with the help of the CNX extension. But on this particular connection, if you try to create any universe, okay, it is still going to be local. It is still going to be local. So what we need to do is that we make that particular connection as a secured connection. Okay. If we want to make that particular universe as a secured connection, if we want to make that particular universe as a secured connection, connection as secured connection, what we need to do is that we need to start publishing that particular connection to the repository. We need to start publishing that connection to the repository. So here, let me select like this, right click, and then what you're having is that you're having the option of publishing this connection to the repository. So click on this one to publish the connection to the repository. So Srini and Shyam, I hope you are clear with this repository concept, right? What is the purpose of the repository and what is the purpose of the CMS? Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Okay.
But I have a question on the initial login, the HANA user. Why did it not take the HANA user 9, and why did it take?
They have created a single sign-on for all the users here. 1 minute, I'll show you. When connecting to this particular HANA database, okay, they have given this particular user ID and the password for the purpose of connecting to this one. It is our user ID and password is something that we try to log into this particular server basically. Okay. But to connecting to the database on that particular HANA server, they have given it as a common platform that is nothing but the HANA user with respect to this welcome 123 Sham here.
Okay. But HANA user at HANA user 1, HANA user 9, these are all schema users within the HANA.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess this user has the. You open HANA user 1, Ravi. See if we can see any privileges for the schema user, like the HANA user.
Yeah.
The thing is,
we'll see. Let me complete this one and then we'll get into that one, Shyam.
Sure.
Okay. So this is the place where I want to publish this particular connection to the repository here. Publish this connection to the repository. Okay. For publishing this connection to the repository, two things here. Right click this one and then publish this connection to the repository here. Okay. Once I am publishing this connection to the repository, you need to specify the system name, username and password here. Okay. The system name is going to be your server, right? User is going to be your yeah. These are all the connections where you have the common connections that are existing, which are nothing but your secured connections. Okay. So what we need to do is that we need to click on these common connections and then we need to click on finish to make sure that this particular HANA model connection is also being exported to the repository. It says that the connection was published successfully. The connection was published successfully, but what I meant to do is that we need to make sure, please follow carefully, we need to make sure a shortcut of that particular connection should be available to you, okay, so that you can start connecting your universe, connecting your data foundation layer to that particular secured connection. That's why if you want to have your shortcut that should be available, you click on yes and basically click on that one what is being done here. This is the CNS that is available, which is nothing but the secured connection basically. This is what is your local connection, and this connection what you are having here is nothing but the secured connection basically. Is this concept clear to you guys? Marvin?
Ravi, I have a question. Why we need to publish? I mean, to make it secure, but what is the difference of making it local and secured?
See, if you have a local connection, then I told you, right, we need to create this data foundation layer here, okay, and based on this data foundation layer, we need to create this business layer, right? Okay, if this data foundation layer and business layer is tied to your local connection, okay, it cannot be published to the repository. It cannot be published to the repository. In case if it is not published to the repository, what is the main purpose of business objects? Around 500 users or 1000 users across the globe should need to use this particular universe for the purpose of creating their reports, right? Basically, Archana?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
So,
individuals have to have a connection.
Otherwise, yeah. So that is the reason we need to make it secure. Okay. The only one way in IDT that we can make it secure is we need to publish this one to the repository and then make it secure and take a shortcut of that one into this particular IDT. Take a shortcut of that one into this particular IDT. So that is the reason we need to do that particular process, Archana, and this is a mandate as per the compliances of business objects. You publish, make it secured, and through the secured, what we do is that we create a shortcut connection once again in this particular IDT basically. That way we do here.
So Ravi, if I develop a report and refresh the report within IDT, is it using the connection information that I'm storing in the repository, or is it using the local information when I refresh the report?
It depends on what way you're going to create your data foundation layer. Is it that you're going to, I told you right here, you are going to have your data foundation layer, and the data foundation layer should be connected to your connection here. Okay, it depends on what type of connection you are using, whether you are using a local connection or whether you are using a secure connection. Based on that only, we'll be able to differentiate the things, Shyam.
Okay.
I'll show you here. Window. Okay, fine.
Ravi, is there a ODBC connection locally defined on the PC that as a end user who is working with the universe? Does he need to have a local ODBC connection?
No, it hardly matters.
Okay.
But
if I'm a developer working on the creating a new universe with a new connection, do I have to have a, like for example, I'm pulling up.
You have to have a secured connection for that one. Why? Because when you're working in a shareable mode in a multi-user development environment, you have to have a secure connection that should exist. Shyam.
But if it's a brand new universe that I'm building to a brand new system database, I have to, before I export it to the repository as a secured connection, a local CNX connection, right?
Yeah, it should be a local CNX connection.
But that utilizing ODBC connection to a target database with a ton.
Yeah, yeah.
which means I need to have an ODBC locally defined.
Locally defined in the sense in the server it should be defined, right? Basically in the server, on the database server it should be defined, right? That one only you'll be able to use it here, right?
Like for example, if you go to system management, ODBC administrators, there is a system DSN, right? That's the one we are using.
Yeah, we need to use that one, not the local one basically, not the local one.
Okay.
User one is there, right? User DSNs we don't go for, we go with only with the system DSNs here, Shyam.
Okay. That's the one you use. Srini, the DSN that you connected? Okay. That is from the ODBC administrator DSN system.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I select this particular folder, right click, and then what I want to do is that I want to create a data foundation layer here. Data foundation layer. So Archana, here when we are going to create a data foundation layer, this is the place where this is going to be presented here. So I specify this one as HANA underscore data layer. Underscore data layer, and then what you do is that you click on this next button. Single source or multi-source enabled. Let me tell you, when we want to have a single source, you can try to connect only to a single source. But when you try to select something like multi-source, your universe what you are creating in IDT can have the capability of connecting to more than one source at the same time. Can have the capability of connecting to more than one source at the same time. So in such a case, we go with this multi-source enabled, but initially we can go with a single source. If you select the single source and click on this. So 1 minute. Hello? Call lo unnanu sir, nenu class lo unnanu. Right. So here you are having two connections that are existing, right? One is your CNS connection is there, as well as CNX X connection is there. Okay, this is a local connection, whereas this is a secured connection. If you attach your data foundation layer to a local connection, what happens is that you will not be able to further export your universe to the repository. You will not be able to further export your universe to the repository. But that is the reason what we need to do is that we need to select this particular secured connection only, like this secured connection, and then click on this finish button. So Archana, I hope you have understood the rationale behind using this local connection and the secured connection, right, Archana?
Yeah, Ravi, but I'm not so clear.
No. Tell me your query. I'll clarify that one.
I didn't understand the difference much between local shared and the secure. Like, is it similar to the lines of in BODS we have that repository as local and central and the profiler repository?
No. They are totally different. See here. In SAP Business Intelligence, SAP Business Services, when you select this Universe Designer tool, okay, so I start creating a new universe here, assuming that new universe. When you click on this new, it automatically asks you what type of connection you want to create, whether it is a personal, secured or shared. Directly it specifies in the case of UDT. Okay. You can directly specify here, but unfortunately or fortunately, this provision has not been specified in the form of this IDT. In IDT, initial connection what you create is only a local connection, which is nothing but a personal connection. Okay. And there is no concept of shared connection. There is no concept of shared connection at all. That is the second thing. And third thing is that if you want to make your personal connection to be converted into the secured connection, the obvious way that you need to do is that you need to publish your connection to the repository, make it secured, and if you want to use that secured connection, okay, while creating your data foundation layer, what you need to do is that you need to start creating a shortcut of that particular secured connection, in your IDT basically, in your IDT project. Does it make sense with you? IDT, in UDT you have these three things that can be directly created, but in the case of IDT they have not specified such a type of feature. What we do is that any connection what you create in the case of IDT is going to be only a local connection. It's going to be only a local connection. But to convert that local connection into the secured connection, obviously you need to export to the repository, and there is no other way. You can see here, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Why you have published connection to the repository is that to make it secured. Once we make it secured, what is the fun? You think logically, there is no point in simply making your connection as a secured connection, right? And I want to use that secured connection, okay, that should be connected to your data foundation layer or your business layer, okay, to be published to the repository. But with the help of the local connection, I cannot publish, right? So for that particular purpose only, the shortcut is being created here, basically. Okay.
So Ravi, basically, if I use this universe that you created, I don't have to create a local connection, and I can import that CNS that you exported into repository so that I can refresh data or view data against the underlying database, whether it's HANA or whether it's BI or ECC, right? So
Exactly.
Okay, so you're basically establishing a connection for end users to be able to connect to the target system.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Okay.
This is for the enterprise mode, whereas this is for the local mode only, Shyam. Okay.
Yeah.
This is clear, right? Now you have your connection that is existing here, as we have seen, right?
Ravi, I need a favor.
Yeah.
Once we complete this universe, including the data foundation layer, once we publish to the repository, I want to delete that ODBC connection locally, so that you are still able to connect to the target system, which is HANA database. Because so
you delete once for all.
Okay, but not the first time you're creating a universe, right? First time it needs hard to connect.
Yeah, it needs that one. Okay. Yeah. Once everything is done, once it is published to the repository, please delete that one. This one only, not that one.
Yeah. So first time, if somebody is creating a universe for the first time, you need obviously you need a way to connect to the underlying system, whether it's HANA or any BI. So you start with a CNX, and as a developer you publish, or who you are a modeler, you publish, and eventually everybody starts using it, right? If I understand.
Yeah, okay. True. Yeah. Okay. Now we are here. So what are all these things here, Arun and all? These things are nothing but your schemas, right? And this is the place where our column views are existing, where you can start using them all together, if it is required. If it is required, we can start using them at any point of time, but let us not go with this one way, because this is a deceiving application here at this point of time. So to make sure that we are all well on this particular path, we are all, who has joined here? Okay, we are all well on this particular path. The only thing that we need to do here is we need to start specifying what is there in this particular data foundation layer here. So please see here, the data foundation layer should contain all these things. A lot of things are expected to come. We are going to have the tables, okay, we are going to have the views as well as we are going to have tables are there, along with views are there. We are going to have something called as the joins, okay. We need to have something called as a relationship that exists, and based on this one, we are going to encounter the concepts of the loops, alias and context. Those particular concepts are also going to come here. okay, for the purpose of defining this full-fledged universe. Okay, for tomorrow, what I do is that I'll try to keep the things very simple. I'll go with this particular refashion tutorial and make sure that we are having a particular fact table is there. Archana, we have a fact table here, right? Shop facts table is there here, right? We also have all the other dimension tables. Outlook is nothing but a shop, calendar is nothing but the date, article is nothing but your product. These things are there here. So we start taking these particular examples, tables as the base of this particular foundation layer, okay, and then make sure that we start specifying the loop joins and everything to make sure that we work with this particular data foundation layer, okay. Once our data foundation layer is completed, then what we do is that we'll again come back to the business layer for the purpose of defining the universe, and then start publishing that universe onto the repository. Okay. Once we start publishing that universe onto the repository, your IDT is done. IDT is done. Now, using that particular universe, the way you are trying to do the reporting, that is being done in your previous session, right, Sham? That is the way where we are following with your web intelligence and all, right? That place where we are seeing our reporting part on this particular business objects, right? So our part will be completed once we, I mean to say business objects part will be completed once we create this particular universe and successfully publish that universe onto the repository. That particular part we will be seeing. And also we'll be seeing that how the newly created universe based on HANA is going to help us to do all the flavors of reporting. That particular part we'll be seeing in the, I think we started seeing, right, the two-dimensional and multi-dimensional reports. That particular part comes under our the previous 6 to 7 class basically. Okay. Any questions? Hello.
No, Ravi, it's good.
Archana? Srini?
No questions ready for me.
How about
Ravi,
you?
maybe when we log into business objects, we can open up the repository and show us the connections there that are exported.
Yeah, yeah. Not a problem.
Yeah, so that people know where to go.
Where is this recording went? Srini, Srini is not there. Srini.
Yeah,
Srini, you are okay with the way the things are going, right?
yeah. One question I want to ask Ravi.
Yeah.
When you created the universe, okay, the universe secure or your local universe, can I go and check all the parameters what I gave in the universe? For example, I'm connected to this database. This is the user I'm using, something like that.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? You can do it.
Okay. Okay. And not today, tomorrow can you show us how we can check the connections part?
Yeah, that's what Srini, Sham is also asking, right? We'll see that one.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Thanks guys, and we'll meet tomorrow. Wish you a good night to all of you. Marvin, please have a nice sleep and we'll see tomorrow. Okay.